Module 3. Empathy and Social Skills in Guest Services. First, Module Overview. Module 3 is the heart of emotional intelligence in guest services. While Module 2 focused on self-awareness and self-regulation, this module shifts the focus outward to understanding and effectively interacting with others. In guest services, technical expertise alone cannot create memorable experiences. The emotional connection established between staff and guests largely determines satisfaction, loyalty, and brand advocacy. This module explores the science and psychology of empathy, the role of social skills in building guest relationships, practical techniques for emotional engagement, strategies for managing interactions in high-pressure or cross-cultural contexts. It emphasizes that service excellence is fundamentally relational. It depends on connecting emotionally with each guest. 2. Understanding empathy in guest services. Definition. Empathy is the ability to recognize, understand, and share the feelings of another person. In hospitality, empathy allows staff to see the experience from the guest's perspective, anticipate needs, and respond emotionally intelligently. Types of empathy. Cognitive empathy. Understanding a guest's perspective without necessarily feeling it. Example. Recognizing that a business traveler is stressed about timing. Emotional experiential empathy. Feeling what the guest feels and responding emotionally. Example. Sensing genuine disappointment when a room is not as expected. Compassionate empathy. Taking action to help the guest based on understanding their feelings. Example. Upgrading a guest or offering complimentary service to rectify dissatisfaction. Benefits in guest services, builds trust and rapport. Reduces conflict and negative reviews. Increases guest satisfaction and loyalty. Supports team collaboration by promoting understanding and shared emotional intelligence. 3. Social skills in guest services. Definition. Social skills in EI refer to the ability to manage relationships, communicate effectively, influence emotions, and resolve conflicts constructively. Key components for guest services: effective communication, verbal clarity, tone, and nonverbal cues, eye contact, posture, gestures. Conflict resolution, turning potential disputes into positive experiences. Influence and persuasion, guiding guest behavior positively without coercion. Relationship building, establishing long-term emotional connections with repeat guests. Collaboration, working harmoniously with team members to enhance the overall guest experience. Practical applications, greeting guests warmly, remembering names, and personalizing service. Using active listening to fully understand complaints or requests. Managing difficult guests with calm, professional, and solution-oriented interactions. Building rapport through shared cultural understanding or situational humor. 4. The science of empathy and social interaction. Research in hospitality and psychology shows mirror neurons. Human brains mimic the emotions of others, which explains emotional contagion in service. If staff are warm and empathetic, guests naturally feel more comfortable. Emotional contagion. Positive interactions propagate throughout the organization. A cheerful staff member can uplift the mood of colleagues and guests alike. Neuroplasticity. Empathy and social skills can be trained and strengthened over time, making emotional intelligence a learnable competency. 5. Integrating empathy and social skills in service touchpoints. Check-in and reception. Use guest cues to adapt tone and approach. Example. Calmly assisting a nervous first-time traveler with extra guidance. Dining and restaurants. Read nonverbal cues such as facial expressions or body language. Example. A guest pushing food aside may need reassurance or a menu adjustment. Housekeeping and room services. Respect guest privacy while maintaining courteous communication. Example. Notifying a guest with tact when a room service delivery is delayed. Frontline complaint handling. Listen actively, validate emotions, and respond with solutions. Example. A guest upset about noise might appreciate a complimentary service or a quieter room option. Cross-cultural interactions adjust language, gestures, and empathy approaches according to cultural norms. Example: understanding that direct eye contact is welcoming in some cultures but disrespectful in others. 6. Tools and techniques for developing empathy and social skills. Empathy development. Perspective taking exercises. Imagine the situation from the guest's eyes. Role playing scenarios. Practicing response strategies to emotional guests. Emotional reflection journals. Documenting guest interactions and personal emotional responses. Social skills. Enhancement. Active listening drills. Paraphrasing guest concerns to ensure understanding. Feedback exercises. Learning to receive and provide constructive feedback within teams. Body language training. Aligning nonverbal cues with verbal communication. Networking simulations. Building professional rapport under controlled, realistic situations. 7th, barriers to empathy and social effectiveness. Burnout and fatigue. Emotional engagement decreases when staff are overworked. Cultural misunderstandings. Lack of knowledge of guest expectations can reduce empathy effectiveness. Bias and assumptions. Prejudgments about guests can prevent genuine connection. Stressful environments. High-pressure situations can reduce patience and social sensitivity.